Squad, guess who? It's Rebecca. Welcome to another edition of LemtradaVision. I am now 11 and a half-ish months post. And I am getting ready to infuse round 2 in T minus 9 days. T minus 9 days, folks. T minus 9 days. Yes! I am ready and I'm excited. But I haven't been that way the whole entire time, and I will come back to that in just a minute. Today I didn't want to, this really isn't a progress update but it's more of where my mind has been these past few weeks or months or whatever leading up to round 2. And I have to tell you that this is actually take 2 because I tried recording this earlier, and I am telling you, I really feel like I was under spiritual attack or something. Like, the message, someone did not want this message to be heard. So I was like, I don't know about you, but whenever I feel like I'm being spiritually attacked, that makes me want to like buckle down and be in your face, Satan face. So anyhow, well, first I'm going to say that I am wearing my stuff t-shirt from Vacation Bible School. Yes, last year I honestly don't remember how the kids got to Vacation Bible School last year. Maybe I did drive them there and drop them off. I'm not really sure though. I can't remember. But this year I actually worked there. I stayed and worked there in the kitchen from 6:30 to 9 p.m. and p.m. And Wednesday I was pretty tired and out of it and couldn't do a whole lot. But on Friday, as a dear friend pointed out to me today at church, she said, last year when I came over, you had to have certain silverware because the silverware was too heavy for you to hold, and it was. And then on Friday, I was cutting this big gigantic bowl of strawberries with a knife. Ooh, and I didn't cut my finger off, so it's still attached. So anyhow, that's just a brief glimpse into doing better. Last year I was in bed about 90% of the time, and now, as you can see, I'm not. And now I get to enjoy nature and life a whole lot more, and I'm very thankful. And my number one thanks is to the Lord, because He is the one who directed me to infuse LemTrada in the first place. And there is, again, and I've said this before in my other previous videos, that there is no, I was holistic before LemTrada, and there's no other reason why in the world I would have infused in the first place, except for God directed me to do it. Something that okay, I'm back again. That was another one of those little moments where I lost my train of thought. But anyhow, something that happened last year, and I mentioned it briefly in one of my videos. I can't remember, it was a night or two before I infused, and all of a sudden when I was laying in bed, and all of a sudden, and I hadn't had this thought before, but all of a sudden I was like, oh my word. I said to my husband, I think that like God could use this to heal me. And I wasn't going into LemTrada with that thought previously at all. And I can tell you now that there has not been a physical healing. However, when I remember when I mentioned it in the video, I felt like, oh, I don't know if I should be saying this. Like, what if it doesn't happen? But I am telling you that over this last year, I really do feel like mentally, I feel like I have been healed in that way. And that was really important. I've been diagnosed with MS for 9 years now. And previously, I had an extremely hard time accepting it, and all of the changes that it brought to my life, and not being able to do certain things that I previously really wanted to do with my children, like take them to a corn maze, for example, just different things like that, just really simple things that I just can't physically do. And this past year has been really good for me in terms of being able to come to an acceptance. I feel like I'm in a healthier place now. Like I recognize that I had it, but there was still something, I don't know. Anyways, you're going to have to take my word for it, So that has been really important. That's been key for me. Okay. Last year, going into Lemtrada for round 1, I had no second thoughts, no anxiety, nothing. I felt complete and utter peace going into round 1 because I knew without a doubt that God had set this up for me and He wanted me to do this, and so I could have peace in that. And it hasn't always been that way this time. I haven't been, I don't know, there have been moments where I've had second thoughts about round 2, usually after maybe I read something negative about somebody's experience. But you know what? I've talked about this with a few friends, and they reminded me that this is really a spiritual battle, and somebody knows that this is good for me, that God wants me to do this, and no matter what happens, God wants me to do it. And the enemy doesn't want that to happen. So once I recognize that, I don't know about you, but for me, that's empowering. That's more like, okay, ha ha ha, you're not going to be able to get this one on me, I want to fight back even harder. And so it allowed me to be more focused in my prayer, and I feel complete peace again, and I am really excited for round 2. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back again. Prayer requests. Going into this round, it's more likely after round 2 to experience some kind of difficulties with your thyroid or maybe something else. And so I'm asking for specific prayer about that, that the Lord would just protect and strengthen my innards, and He knows how everything works and how it should be and what's best, and I trust Him for that all. So anyway, that's where I am right now, and that's right, T-minus 9 days, and I will just see you on the other side. I will probably, I don't know, post again during or after my infusions. So I hope that you all are doing well and are ready to have a fabulous day, darlings. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye. Ta-ta. Ah. Bye.